when we study the seerah of our Prophet ﷺ and the advent of Islam among Sahaba, it seems as if Islam at that time was more simple in terms of studying and applying it. The preceding scholars, rahmatullah alayhim, provide us with such vast resources to studying the deen. Why does it seem that the practice of Islam of our Prophet's time was so much simpler than the exponentially deep resources we must use today and study Islamic practice? It's a really good question. For common people, you're students of knowledge. For common people, Islam should be very simple. For Aqidah, if you really understand ikhlas, that should be enough. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ Allahu Samad, lam yalid walam yulad, walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. That, our mutakallimun say that negates the 8 types of kufr. There's 8 types of kufr. The Qul huwa Allahu ahad, it negates ta'addudiyya and inqisam, that God is more than one or that he's composite. You know, that he has parts. And then Allahu Samad, that negates naqs and aib. It negates deficiency and defect. Lam yalid wa lam yulad, that negates illa and ma'luliyah. It negates cause and effect. God is not the cause of anything in a causative sense. He creates things, but there's not a cause and effect relationship. Because with cause and effect, they have to be related. Right? In other words, when you cause something to happen, there's a relationship between the thing affected and the cause. With Allah, there's no causal relationship. He's transcendent in that way. Like if I make that sound, I have to have, there's a causal relationship that connects me with the creation. Allah has no causal connection in that way. But He brought everything into existence. خَالِقُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. خَالِقُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. So that negates illa and ma'luliyah. And then وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ, it negates shabih wa nadhir. It negates any likeness or opposite. And so those are the 8 points. If you understand those really well, that will suffice to get to Jannah. And obviously you have to know the prophets are all true, and so I mean, I'm simplifying things, but that is enough. The Prophet said, "Man qala la ilaha illallah dakhala al-jannah." If you say that, you'll get into paradise. Believing there's nothing worthy of worship except the one true. La ma'budu bi haqqin siwa Allah. There's nothing worshipped in truth, because many things are worshipped other than Allah. But in truth, nothing is worshipped other than except Allah. In truth, bi haqqin. La ma'budu bi haqqin illallah. And then the akhlaq of the Prophet is not difficult. Be good to people, speak truthfully, don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat. 10 commandments. تعالوا أتلوا ما حرم ربكم عليكم. Right? قل تعالوا أتلوا ما حرم ربكم عليكم. Come and let me tell you what your Prophet your Lord prohibited from you to do. ألا تشركوا به شيئا. Right? وبالوالدين إحسانا ولا تقتلوا أولادكم من إملاق نحن نرزقكم وإياهم ولا تقربوا الزنا ولا تقربوا الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن. ولا تقتلوا النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق. Right? ذلك وصاكم به لعلكم تعقلون. That's the basic akhlaq of the Quran is the 10 commandments. Right? That's not difficult. That's easy. So that aspect. But if you want to know why it's complicated, because language is complicated. Because language bears a lot of meanings. Because when you get into religion, religion is dangerous. And if you leave people just to read these things and think they can understand them without having the depth of knowledge to really understand it, then you have what's going on in the Muslim world right now, where every Tom, Dick, and Abdullah is running around chopping somebody's head off because they disagree with them. So this is a problem. One example, any hadith that is related, the Prophet speaks with different voices. Sometimes he speaks as a qadi. Sometimes he speaks as a mufti. Sometimes he speaks as a hakim. Sometimes he speaks as a nasih, giving advice. The mufti, the mujtahid has to differentiate. One example of that. The Prophet ﷺ, when Hind said, Abu Sufyan rajulun shahihun, right? He's withholding. He doesn't give me what I need. The Prophet said, "Khudi min malihi bil ma'ruf." Take from his wealth bil ma'roof. Take from his wealth what's a custom of your socioeconomic status amongst the Quraysh. I mean, these are all implied. That's what he meant. Bil ma'roof means a woman of your stature in Mecca, take what you need according to what women like you in this society, the urf. Abu Hanifa said that that's mutlaq, so a woman can take the wealth of her husband if he's not giving it to her, and she doesn't have to tell him. Imam Malik said no, he's acting as a qadi there. So Abu Hanifa was saying he's acting as a mufti. Imam Malik said no, he's acting as a qadi. So the woman has to go to the qadi to get that permission. Which one is right? Allahu a'lam. I'm Maliki, you're Hanafi, my wife can't take my money, your wife can. So, you know.